Okay, so today we are at a place called Great Wolford. The church in front of you is actually Victorian. It replaced a medieval church that was here, which I'll tell you about in a minute. So this was started built in 1832, and then it was restored again in 1885. Now, what happened was the original church that was here was Saxon, and in 1832, during a service, one of the beams actually came down during the service. Now, luckily, nobody was hurt. So they went up to a closer inspection, and they realised that the church was here, the Saxon one, medieval one, I should say, was in such a state of disrepair that they decided to bring it down and build this Victorian church. But they did bring the spiral over from the medieval church. That was actually struck by lightning in 1910, I think it was. It had to be repaired as well. Now, they got some lovely carvings around here. I will get some photographs of them because you can't really see them on the camera, but they all go all the way around. Now, there is a really old stone here, they reckon. The oldest one in the churchyard comes from 1665, and they reckon that one belongs to a lady called Mary Rose, and she died in childbirth. I do believe it was twins, because it says the death of her children, and it doesn't say about the boy, but it does say he'd passed away. Maybe he didn't even breathe, maybe before stillbirth, maybe they call it. But they did say the daughter died within a day of the mum, so that's one to look out. And they reckon it's the oldest, so I said the oldest one here, but I can't really see any really old ones, because you can see they're all withered. Both sides, I'm looking on both sides to see what they are, but I can't see it anywhere. It's beautiful on the outside side. Let's have a look on this side. No, I don't think we're going to find it, to be honest. But if I do, I will take a photograph of it, because it's so old, these stones. It's going to be very hard to read. But you can imagine how old these are if the church was from the medieval times. Hope I'm not rambling too much, and this comes across clear, because today isn't one of my clear days, unfortunately. I've already had some mishaps with my speech. Not too bad, just somebody thought I was saying steak instead of snake, that kind of thing, and mispronouncing my words as usual. But hey, that's the life of being me. It's my dyslexia, because I haven't, I should say, been sleeping very well. So unfortunately, that affects that. But I will keep looking around and see what I can find. Join me again in a minute and we'll see if we can get inside. Okay, so we're inside the church now, and as you can see, no pillars, just very open aired. We just bumped into one of the ladies that look after the church, and she's was just telling us that they can't even afford to heat the church, and it gets very cold in here. So to the point that they have to hold some of the services in the village hall when it's really cold, and that's really sad. Because obviously nobody is paying for the churches anymore, and you will find more and more of them closing up, sadly, isn't it, Pete? Yeah. And the other thing she was telling us, why she popped down to see what we were doing, is because they've had a theft in here. And this, I just fell down the step, unfortunately. But we don't mind, because we know there has been a lot of thefts in church, because all the church we visited, and quite a few times we've had people involved in the church tell us about these thefts and all. And it's very sad, because there's no reason to steal from a church. I'm sure if you knocked on the door of the vicar, he'd gladly help you without you having to steal from the church, isn't it, Pete? No? Pete's gone off somewhere. But I haven't found the Mary Rose grave, so it must have been so faded and gone that I couldn't find it. She was telling us these are not lead windows, these are all just hand painted, and you can see that the damp's got into some of it. It's not that better quality. It's quite sad. And these are all down here, look, from outside in the original church, which I was telling you about. These are upside down, so I'll go around the other way. You can see them this way around. Hang on. Okay, so these would have been from the original church. Obviously, they've taken them up and placed them inside, like the ones I was just showing you on the wall around there. There we go, all the way up. It's a good idea. It's a way of keeping the old church alive as well. And if I remember rightly, just as we came in, we got the old church prior. I've seen quite a few of these now. What you would bring your dead out on. And over here, this is from the old schoolhouse. And she tells us it actually still rings as well. So, that was a nice little chat we had there, didn't we, Pete? Yeah. As I said, it's a shame.
Shut up now.
Okay, yeah.
Finish.
Okay, well, thank you for joining me again. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, take care.